journey with Tyler throughout his whole career with you and him, and just kind of seeing that he's an all-star. I mean, what's sort of the emotions and the general feelings like there?
Man, I'm truly proud of him because there's been a lot of media that's thrown that man's name in the mud. Y'all thrown his name in trade rumors. Y'all said he's not good enough. He can't do this. He can't do that. All the way down to somebody's wingspan. So, just looking at from that standpoint, understanding how great Tyler can be, it's a testimony to him and how he's really worked on his body, how he's really prepared himself for moments like this. Going into a season, everybody has aspirations of being that guy or the all-star or whatever the case may be. For him to be able to only miss one game this far, that just puts it in place of how hard he's worked on his body.
We got some breaking news to start SportsCenter tonight. Senior NBA insider Shams Charania joining us now from Vegas. Shams, you have a wild story in Vegas featuring former teammates. What exactly happened?
Kev, now former Miami Heat teammates Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro got into a physical altercation on Friday morning here in Las Vegas. Sources tell me that Bam Adebayo struck Tyler Herro in the face area as they were walking off the practice court at a Las Vegas hotel.
So at this point, you probably heard all about the Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro interaction, right? Let me catch you up to speed if you have not. Tyler Herro has a burner account on Twitter. He says, and this is to a random fan. I don't know why we doing this and you're a professional athlete, but whatever. Why are Heat fans so worried about me and what I do? But I'm not the best player on the team, right? You should get paid $60 million to be a top-tier defender on some nights. I'm just wondering, since we talking. Buddy, if I'm healthy, they can't see me. Word to my mother. If I'm healthy, I'm the one that needs help. Who did Cleveland prioritize taking away in the playoffs? Bam. Who did Boston prioritize taking away when Jimmy got hurt and we were the eighth seed? When I'm healthy, I need help, not the other guy. Word to my kids, come on now, let's call a spade a spade. Now, for whatever reason, Draymond Green heard this conversation happening, heard the interaction, heard the exchange between Bam and Tyler went down, and it was like somebody said Candyman 3 times.
On the association, Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro got into a physical altercation in Las Vegas on Friday in which apparently, allegedly, Bam struck Tyler Herro on a practice court inside Resorts.
Now, it was also confirmed via Udonis Haslem that Bam never hit Tyler. But go off.
World Casino. Apparently it started when Bam approached Tyler about the comments that he made, critiquing what most took as Bam. He never said Bam name, but I think everyone who heard or read or, heard about what he did or read or saw, I think everyone assumed that it was Bam. In turn, apparently they bumped into each other, and he also posted a graphic that showed that Bam was in the bottom 10% of qualified mid-range shooters with percentage. He also showed that. He also showed that Giannis is also on that list, and Bam and Giannis are teammates. So, I think just like most people thought for this reason that it was to Bam, and I think Bam may have felt that way. I found it, quite amusing that they got into it. I think, listen, I'm not one to sit and judge like, oh man, these guys got into a fight. It is what it is. I wonder, the one thing that I really started to wonder about was, I remember when I got into it with Jordan Poole, and a little different.
You see the setup, it's like a 4-bar setup in battle rap. You can just see it. You can see it.
Situation, I guess, because these guys aren't teammates anymore. But similar in the fact that Tyler Herro came up under Bam. He's younger than Bam in the league. Bam has been in interviews speaking with Tyler Herro about how, he got my back, I got his back.
Tyler Herro is going into his 8th season in the NBA. Bam Adebayo is going into his 10th season in the NBA. That's 2 seasons. They are peers. Unlike you, who was 32 years old when you punched and knocked out a 23-year-old Jordan Poole, whom you were supposed to be mentoring. That's why these situations are not the same. Mind you, Bam and Tyler are no longer teammates. But go off. Get your point off.
And I remember one person when the Jordan Poole incident happened with me who was really, really, really outspoken about it, who like everyone else didn't have a ton of context because you weren't there, but was really outspoken about it. And it really bothered me was Udonis Haslem. And the reason it really bothered me is because, man, everybody can have an opinion and your opinion is what your opinion is. But, you know, I saw Udonis Haslem get into it with guys on teams that was younger than him before, a la Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler, a guy that was in the league well over a decade. How are these things the same? How? Number one, Jimmy threatened to beat up the head coach, and Udonis Haslem stepped in.
I had seen that before, and then he came out and he like, that's ridiculous. You get into it with your young guy. I can't believe you did that. And it really bothered me because I was like, damn, man, like, so this dude ain't never been in, and this dude ain't never been in practice where somebody get into a fight. He ain't never got into a fight in practice. Maybe not. He been in Miami the whole time. Maybe they don't have fights in their practice. You know, the heat, what is it? Heat culture or heat wave or, maybe they don't have fights. Like, it really threw me for a loop because, you know, I don't really care what most people say, but when I have respect for certain guys, it does matter, when you have respect for guys. And so when I saw that, I was just like, damn, man, this dude doing what everybody else doing, acting like and so when I first saw this, I was like, damn, this is 2 young guys Udonis Haslem Ray.
This is the clip that Draymond Green was so bothered by.
We connect the locker room. We connect the dots. We protect the guys that are in the locker room. We don't go out and we don't start it. We don't look for it, but we damn sure gonna finish it. And I think where Draymond's gotten to the point where he's the initiator, and I think that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. When I saw the things that are happening, they kind of make me cringe because I put myself in that situation because I'm an OG and I'm a leader. So when I look at Draymond, I try to put myself in his shoes. I don't want to stand at the top and throw rocks.
Right.
I try to put myself in his shoes, and a lot of the decisions that he's make, it just makes me cringe because I can imagine myself the way he hit Jordan Poole. Imagine myself hitting Tyler Herro like that. You know, these are the things that I put myself in his shoes, and I try to understand where he's coming from, and I can never do those things. Now, don't get me wrong. I talk to my therapist, but everything he can't help me with. Some decisions I got to make on my own as a man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I think that's where it comes with Draymond.
I don't see any issue with what he said. Udonis Haslem punching Tyler Herro in the face at that time would have been the same as Draymond putting Jordan Poole to sleep. According to Udonis Haslem, I don't know if you can read that, but nobody was hit. Nobody fought. But Draymond was so fixated on, well, Udonis Haslem wasn't there, but he didn't have context. The only context UD had was the reports and the video. All we have is text messages, a screenshot, and word of mouth. That's all we have. So that is our context that you're going off of. I just find it interesting. But Udonis Haslem did take time out of his day to respond, and this is what he said to Draymond Green. I see some things just don't change, LOL. You was a sucker 4 years ago when you swung on Poole, and you a sucker now. I usually don't engage, but since you went far left to get my attention, here it is. If you think you're a big 32-year-old, 3 or 4 rings at the time having, swinging on 23-year-old Jordan Poole at the time, is the same, then you are more delusional than I thought. First off, Bam is 28, Tyler is 26. Neither one of them got it figured out yet, but maybe I was giving you too much credit at the time because I thought you did, so that's why I commented. Second, anyone who knows Bam knows he's strong as a baby bear. If he would have unloaded on Tyler 100%, it's over. You fired off on that young boy like it was a club punch and you never met him the day before in your life. Third, yeah, I did go at Jimmy. You're right. You pulled in Golden State and he pulled in Chicago talking crazy to Hoiberg and disrespecting teammates in practice in Minnesota ain't gonna fly in the 305. So yeah, I checked him. Call it heat culture or whatever you want, but before I let one player disrespect for Spo in front of the squad, cut his legs out and disrupt what the 15 other guys trying to get accomplished, I'll whoop his. I owe that to Zoe and Tim and Glenn and the rest of my OGs. I don't really vibe you, and I think you know that, so unless it's me on Prime talking hoops, I won't mention you at all. You brought me into this, and I'm retired and out the way. I suggest you keep it pushing because I ain't giving out no more hall passes. I don't really got nothing else to say. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Udonis Haslem and Draymond Green's comments and all this other stuff. And again, Bam never struck Tyler per Udonis Haslem. That's one more for the good guys.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired